Sanitizing dirty old hags is necessary. This isn't where you belong. Return home. My mother was left to raise me alone after my father died when I was a small child. She was undoubtedly depressed and lonely following Dad's passing, but she never once shown any indications of suffering in front of me. She never stopped grinning. My father-in-law sprayed my good-natured mother with beer after calling her the bottom of the barrel. Is it truly that wonderful to be affluent or to work for a large corporation? I've learned something much more significant than that. So, as of right now, you're fired. When I had had enough, I blurted out the words I had been suppressing. My real identity is going to be something my father-in-law regrets for the rest of his life. Jack is my name. Lily is my girlfriend, and we have been together for 3 years. Hey Jack, what seems strange? Is this ensemble appropriate? Don't worry so much, haha. You're all right. Lily was clearly nervous, so I gave her a couple gentle shoulder pats to reassure her. We were going to make our engagement announcement at my parents' place today. Don't be concerned. Mom expressed her excitement about meeting you. Yes, Lily is attractive, and her modest demeanor attracted a lot of men. Since I was one of them, I was able to become her boyfriend following a series of circumstances. We had a good dating experience before I proposed, and we became engaged. Even before we rang the doorbell, the front door of my family's house opened as though they had been anticipating our arrival. Welcome back, Jack. Hey, Mom, and this is... As I introduced her to my mother, who welcomed us, I put my arm around her shoulder and pushed her forward. Hello, my name is Lily. Lily, nice to meet you. Nancy, I'm Jack's mom. Jack, you've got a very lovely one. Excellent work. Oh, it was difficult. Faced fierce competition. Oh, Jack. Lily blushed and gave me a mock protest look. All right. Her nerves appear to have somewhat subsided. Come on in, you two, he. For you today, I've been cooking a feast. Lily and I went inside, prodded on by my mother's animated voice. Mom had cooked a supper, and we sat back and enjoyed it. My mom and Lily are making coffee in the kitchen after supper, and they have grown rather close. All right, it's about time. After getting myself together, I waited for the two to come back into the living room. Jack, you'll have some of the sweets Lily brought, right? I'll have some, yay. I adore this place's goodies. Lily, thank you. No, absolutely not. I'm happy you enjoy them. The coffee my mother brewed and the candies Lily brought as a present were placed on the table. Mom, there's something we'd like to tell you today. I looked at Lily as I was saying this. With a humble nod, Lily moved to the sofa next to me. We're getting married, Mom. We came to inform you of it today. Whoa, is it true? I'm very happy. Even though she wasn't shocked, I sensed something was coming. In an attempt to contain her tears, my mother squeezed the corners of her eyes and her voice wavered with intense passion. Jack, congratulations to you both. I'm really pleased with how you've developed. Yes, I agree. I'm happy to be able to provide you with comfort at last, Mom. Mom was crying uncontrollably and held both of my hands tightly. My mother's grief brought Lily, who had been silently watching us, to tears as well. I don't remember much about my dad. Before I was old enough to recall, he passed away in an automobile accident. My mother has been raising me alone ever since. I'll keep you safe for your father and myself, Jack. Mom gave me a tight hug and whispered, "You'll never be troubled," at my father's funeral. Oddly, even now, this memory hasn't diminished. She kept her commitment and prioritized me above anything else throughout her life. She sold the restaurant they owned jointly as soon as my father went away. She concluded that running the company by herself while caring for a little child would be too challenging. We should have had enough money to survive on for a while with Dad's inheritance, the proceeds from the restaurant sale, and numerous insurance payouts. However, shortly after selling the restaurant, she began working there part-time. It was all about me. I guess Mr. Smith, the owner who bought the restaurant, was very supportive of my mother. Nancy, I'm thinking of creating a kids area inside the restaurant. Really? Jack is still young, and I thought it would be nice to have something like that. Bring him along when it's done. Oh, thank you, Mr. Smith. True to his word, Mr. Smith created a kid space in one corner of the restaurant. This was a kind gesture from Mr. Smith to make sure my mom and I would be comfortable. It might have started for me, but the restaurant, with its new kid space, thrived as it became a place welcoming families with young children. While Mom worked, I spent my time in the restaurant's kid space. By the time I was in elementary school, I naturally started looking after the children who were left there. Jack, come here next. Let's play Power Rangers. No way, Jack is going to play house with us. Take turns, everyone. Let's all play nicely together. The restaurant had many regulars, and playing with the kids I knew was one of my joys back then. Among them, there was a regular who always brought life to the busier space. Hey, little ones, I brought some snacks for you. Oh, Mike. Thank you. The generous regular was a man named Mike Johnson. He was like an ideal father figure to me. Looking back, I feel like I grew up wanting to be a man like him. He was that irreplaceable to me. Jack, I hear you've been doing great lately. Doing what? You've been a big help taking care of the kids here. Nancy told me. Really? Hey, that's good to hear. Keep it up, Jack. You'll grow into a fine adult and be able to help Mom even more than now. Got it. Of course. I promise. All right then, it's a promise. Man to man. Sure, I wonder if I've come any closer to fulfilling that promise we made back then. No, I'm probably still far from it. Every time I remember that promise, I feel a strong desire to be even more helpful to Mom. A lot of time has passed since then. Now, as an adult with a stable job, I've met someone who will be my lifelong partner. It's my turn to support Mom now. Mom, thank you for raising me all these years. From now on, I'll be the one supporting you. What are you talking about? Marriage life is tough, you know. If anything happens, just rely on me. You're my son after all. Mom, and Lily, you too. Don't hesitate. Okay, you're going to be my daughter. Jess, thank you so much. Congratulations to both of you. You're going to have a wedding, right? I'm looking forward to it. Mom smiled happily, with tears streaming down her face. I'm determined to do my utmost so that this smile never fades. I made that firm resolve as I drove away from my family home. I noticed Lily intently gazing at my profile from the passenger seat. Lily, is something wrong? Jack, you know. Lily seemed to be struggling to find the right words. What's wrong? Did something happen with Mom? No, it's not that. Your mom was really nice to me. I love her. It's not about that. It's just that. Choosing her words carefully, Lily pondered for a while before finally speaking up. We're going to visit my parents tomorrow, right, Jack? Of course. Oh, I'm kind of nervous now. I understand how you felt today. Wait, are your parents strict or something? Not really. It's just that I want you to be careful around my dad. What do you mean by that? You see, my dad might say something inappropriate, so I'm apologizing in advance, Jack. If he makes you feel uncomfortable tomorrow, I'm really sorry. Lily's voice faded into a whisper, and her shoulders trembled slightly as she apologized. Don't worry. Whatever happens, my feelings towards you won't change. So, it's okay. Yeah, Lily nodded with a face that couldn't hide her anxiety and looked down. Visiting her parents might not go as smoothly as I thought. Anyway, I swore to myself that I would do anything to avoid making Lily sad. The next day, the visit to Lily's parents went smoother than I had anticipated. I was quite on edge, fearing something terrible might happen, but contrary to my worries, Lily's parents were friendly and talkative. However, there was something that bothered me a bit. Looking back, I felt a sense of discomfort from the very beginning of our interaction. Nice to meet you. I'm Jack, and I'm in a relationship with Lily. Hey, glad you could make it. I'm Lily's father, Robert. Nice to meet you. So, which university did you attend? It surely couldn't be the same as mine. I was completely taken aback by the sudden question about my educational background and froze for a moment. Dad, I always tell you to stop that. Really, Robert, that's rude. Jack, I'm so sorry. Please come in. Lily and her mother quickly intervened, preventing the topic from escalating further. But I noticed something. Lily's father, Robert, seemed to have a look in his eyes that somewhat looked down on people. Jack, are you okay? Oh yeah, really. Did my dad say anything rude to you when I wasn't looking? It's okay. I did think the way your father spoke was a bit concerning, but I'm sorry. Don't apologize. It's not your fault. Right? Look, we have a meeting with a wedding planner tomorrow. Let's just focus on the happy things. Yeah, Jack, thank you. Lily, who had been downcast all day, finally managed a small smile. With that, having successfully completed greeting both families, we steadily proceeded with the wedding preparations. Finally, the big day arrived. Relatives, acquaintances, and friends from both sides gathered at the venue, surrounding us with warm congratulations. Jack, congratulations. To see you like this, all grown up. I just don't cry. Mom. The ceremony had just begun. Mom couldn't stop her tears of emotion even before the ceremony started. It must be because of all the trouble I've caused her. Seeing her tears, I felt even more strongly that I needed to support her from now on. As the ceremony went on smoothly and we moved on to the reception, friends came over to chat. Jack, come on, drink up. Let's toast. Hey, are you drunk already? Shut up. You're marrying such a beautiful wife. I'm so jealous. I exchanged drinks with my friends, who came over with beer bottles in hand. There seemed to be a bit of envy in their words, but no doubt they were happy for me. Lily, congratulations. You look absolutely stunning in your bridal gown. Thank you. Hey, can you come now? Let's go take a picture with everyone over there. Yes. Lily, surrounded by her female friends, glanced over briefly. Go ahead. We have plenty of time. Thank you, Jack. I'll be back soon. I casually watched as Lily left her seat to join her friends. Seeing her happily taking photos and laughing with her close friends made me feel truly grateful that the ceremony was going well. Lily, let me help with those photos. Come on, gather around, everyone. Lily's father also seemed to be in a very good mood today. His face was flushed, perhaps from the alcohol, and he was in high spirits. I hope everything goes well today. I couldn't help but mutter to myself. From his behavior, it seemed he wasn't a bad person at heart. I silently hoped the ceremony would conclude without any issues. As the ceremony neared its end, it was time for my speech. The MC handed me the mic, and I stood up amidst applause. Thank you all for gathering here today. I would like to take this moment to express my gratitude. I stood up straight with Lily beside me, then made my way toward my mother, who was watching from a distance. The spotlight followed me, illuminating both me and my mother. Mom, thanks to your love and care, I've made it this far. Jack, what is this? I wasn't expecting this. The letter to my mother was a surprise that Lily and I had planned. Once again, Mom's tears flowed like a waterfall. It was so touching and funny at the same time. I supported my mother's shoulder while laughing. Mom, don't cry so much. There's more to come. I know. Soft laughter and the sound of people sniffling quietly filled the venue. Lily, left at the main table, was also busily dabbing at her eyes with a handkerchief. Ever since Dad passed away, you raised me all by yourself. You're the person I respect the most in the world. Thank you truly for everything up till now. From here on, it's my turn to support you. Please look forward to me returning the favor. Your son, Jack. After finishing the letter, I gently hugged Mom. Thanks, Mom. Jack, you've really grown up to be such a fine person. The venue was filled with applause, enveloped in a warm atmosphere. When did she become so small, holding my crying mom? That's what I deeply felt. My speech had just ended, and the venue was wrapped in a congenial atmosphere when suddenly, Palu, ladies and gentlemen, there's something I'd like to say as well. Unexpectedly, Robert stood up to speak. "Oh, Lily, did you know about this?" "No, nothing at all." "Should we stop him? Dad seems drunk, and who knows what he might say." "No, let's not stir the unnecessary pot. It's a celebration, and I couldn't imagine he'd do anything drastic in front of so many people." While checking with the MC, I handed the mic over to Robert. At that moment, I had no way of knowing it would turn out to be the worst decision. Standing upright, Robert smiled at the guests before starting his speech. "Thank you all for gathering here today for my daughter Lily's sake. Dad, it's not just for me. It's okay, Lily. I don't mind." His way of speaking as if I didn't exist was still somewhat tolerable. Well, seeing an unusually indignant Lily, I watched Robert's speech unfold. In our family, we've always produced excellent individuals. Not just my daughter Lily, but myself as well. And of course, all the relatives gathered here today. The atmosphere started to feel uneasy as Robert's speech turned into an endless boast about himself, changing the mood in the room. "Yes, we are elites, but what about the groom's mother? A single mother working part-time in a restaurant." The venue's atmosphere grew tense. "Dad, how could you say that?" "I can't believe it." "Jack, I'm so sorry." "Oh, what should I say to your mother?" "I'll go to the MC right now and get the mic." As Lily frantically tried to intervene, Robert briskly moved toward my mother. People like you are a nuisance to society and a burden to our daughter. Please stay away from us from now on." In that moment, Robert uncaringly splashed his beer onto my mother's face. Gasps and screams filled the venue. "What are you doing? Don't you get it? People like you are filthy and need to be sanitized. You don't belong here, so leave." Time seemed to stand still in the venue. The guests were in shock, and my beer-drenched mother was frozen in disbelief. "Ha, how about that? Are you surprised? What are you thinking? Please stop, I beg you." Robert, grinning triumphantly, was desperately being held back by Lily's mother. What a disaster. "Lily," supporting Lily who had collapsed to the ground, I whispered in her ear. "Lily, I'm sorry. I can't hold back any longer." My grip on Lily's shoulder tightened with anger. Lily's hand gently covered mine. "Jack, it's okay. I'm your wife from today. I'm no longer his daughter, so don't hold back." "Lily, I'm sorry." "It's okay, really." As I apologized, Lily shook her head, assuring me with her gesture. I had no more doubts. Leaving Lily behind, I swiftly made my way to Robert. Grabbing his arm, I snatched the mic from him. "What are you doing? How rude to just barge in like that." Ignoring Robert's red-faced protests, I handed the mic back to the MC. "Hey, are you listening? What do you think you're doing barging in like that?" That's my line. "What were you thinking, throwing beer on my mother like that?" I went over to my mom and handed her a handkerchief. "Here, Mom, use this." "Jack, I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry for being such a—" "Mom, it's not your fault, so don't ever apologize again." "Jack." Mom's face was red, trembling, and she was crying. These weren't tears of joy like before. They must have been tears of shame and frustration. Like mother, like son. A son as impolite as his bottom-dwelling mother. While saying this, Robert grabbed my shoulder to turn me towards him. "Hey, you better apologize now if you know what's good for you. If I wanted to, I could even call off your marriage to Lily. Is that so?" Rage was bubbling up from deep within me. I shrugged off Robert's hand, grabbed him by the collar with all my might, and pulled him close. "Well then, you are fired as of today." "What? I'm fired? What are you on about? You can't do anything like that." "That, unfortunately for you, I can." I let go of Robert, took out a business card from my tuxedo pocket, and handed it to him. "Please have a look at this. This is a business card from our parent company." "No way. You can't be." Robert's face turned pale as he held the business card. "No way, this can't be real. How can someone like you be an employee of our parent company?" The head of HR fled, his eyes darting around. I sighed deeply, utterly astounded by Robert's reaction. The opportunity for me to join my current company came when I was in my senior year of high school. At that time, I was still working part-time at the restaurant where my mom worked and was as close as ever to a regular customer. Mike. Hey Jack, what are you planning for your future? I'm thinking about getting a job. It might be tough with just a high school diploma, but I don't want to be a burden on my mom anymore. I see. Well then, let me lend a hand. What, Jack? Come work for my company. Your company? Mike, are you some kind of company president? Haha, well yes, I may not look like it, but I'm quite capable. What do you think? Impressed? Yeah, impressed. Here I thought you were just a desperate man trying to woo my mom while keeping up the bachelor facade, but you were actually trying to win me over first. Hey Jack, that's going too far, you little. With a mischievous smile, Mike playfully riffled my hair. But seriously, I want to hire you. I've seen how you work here, and there's no doubt about it. I won't treat you badly. Jack, come work for me. Mike, thank you. I'll do my best. And that's how I joined my current company straight out of high school. Meeting Lily was indeed work-related, but it was ironic that Robert happened to be an employee of a subsidiary of Mike's company purely by chance. I actually wanted to give you my business card when I first came to greet you, but you were so engrossed in your bragging. I didn't want to spoil your mood, so I refrained from doing so. Oh no. Unfortunately, Mr. Johnson, our president, had some urgent business and couldn't attend today. What? That means. But I'll be sure to report your foolish actions today in great detail. No way. Robert's face went from pale blue to ghostly white, and he crumpled to his knees, drained of blood. Yet, my anger hadn't subsided. I approached Robert and whispered threateningly in his ear. Be prepared. Mr. Johnson has a soft spot for my mom. Eek. With a pathetic gasp, Robert looked around in a panic. All the guests were giving him disdainful looks, frowning at his behavior. Why am I being looked at like this? He muttered bitterly as he stumbled out of the venue. Watching his retreating figure, Lily, accompanied by her mother, rushed to us. Jack, Nancy, are you okay? I'm terribly sorry for the trouble my husband has caused. Nancy, I'm so sorry. I'm truly sorry. Please don't apologize. It's not your fault, my dear. And Lily, no more tears. Please. A beautiful lady like you shouldn't spoil her looks. Mom comforted them with a gentle smile, then cast a quick glance in my direction. Now you're the groom. Take charge and smooth things over. Don't make your bride cry on your wedding day. Yes, I understand. I was taken aback for a moment. Mom really is a strong person. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the unsightly scene. We still have time. Please continue to enjoy the festivities, I declared, trying to lighten the mood. Applause gradually began from my friends and then spread to the families. Despite the unexpected incident, the warmth of the guests, and above all, my mom's strength helped us bring the wedding ceremony to a successful close. Some time has passed since the commotion at the wedding. Since then, Robert has become an outcast among relatives, was abandoned by his wife, and ended up divorced. Jack, I'm really sorry. I know apologies aren't enough, but I'll leave his fate in your hands. Please don't hold back on him. Lily's mother, looking terribly worn out, came to apologize again. Later, despite feeling slightly sorry for her, I didn't go easy on Robert's case, or rather, I couldn't. Hey, have you heard about Robert? Yeah, that story, right? He ruined his daughter's wedding and got on the bad side of the parent company's president. His foolish behavior at the wedding quickly became the talk of the company. Eventually, having no place left, Robert opted for voluntary resignation. Man, it was a relief he quit on his own. No hassle with the firing. Woo. Mike, you aren't smiling in your eyes, you know. Most likely, the one who really castrated and pushed Robert to the edge was none other than our president, Akake. Mike. I earnestly thought to myself that he was someone I should never mess with. Time has flown, and nearly a year has passed since then. A baby boy, who resembles me a lot, was born to Lily and me. It looks like he's fallen asleep. He's been crying so much, must be tired. Every time I see our healthy child's sleeping face, I deeply feel the reality of being a father. This little one really looks just like you did as a baby, Jack. Wait, Lily, I'll bring the photo album. Jur, let me see it. Stop it, Mom, it's embarrassing. Now we're living with my mom and my family at home. I have a beloved wife and son, and my mom has a dear daughter-in-law and grandson. We're spending our days as a happy family.